Hi. A quick review for Bosch PBD40, a bench drill. So I have this drill about 4 years now, and in this long time I have done two things. Change the chuck for precision one and swap the bearing on the main shaft. Basically chuck. Let it focus. Yeah. Supra 113S 1/2 A precision chuck, very good. High quality. But I think this was not necessary. And there's the thing. Basically, I saw videos on YouTube when some guys, high machinists or whatever, they like, oh, original chuck is bad, you need to change it. So I did it. But when I did it now, I encountered a problem. Basically, sometimes I need to fit these nuts in metal. It's like I connect metal with the wood and I need these inside. So you drill, this is 8mm. You drill 8mm hole and this thing doesn't fit. I can't use 8.5mm drill because it's too big, it's gonna wobble. But 8mm is too small. Even though this is even a bit less than 8mm, like hair less, and it still doesn't fit. I assume it's because metal has some elasticity. You know, if you have original chuck, because it wobbles a bit, it's not completely centric. You get hole a bit bigger, and you get that kind of stuff inside easily. When you get perfect chuck, you run into problems. So awkward. But anyways, that's the only thing I encountered. There might be some hidden benefits from better chuck, which I do not know. Like maybe your drill lasts longer because it's completely straight, centric. Or maybe your ball bearings of a shaft lasts longer because there is no radial loads on it, because it's so right. But I cannot really know that. It just guesses. All I know is that it's very precise, so you can't fit 8mm thing into 8mm hole. Okay, that's that. The second change, the bearing. See, original bearing was a needle bearing. I changed it into two normal ball bearings. So, this drill originally had a movement of a shaft, like a play. I don't even remember how much it was, a millimeter or something, but basically there was a play. By changing bearings, you remove that play completely. Now it's stiff. Like, you can't move the drill itself. Come on. Yeah, you see I moved. That's the drill itself. Damn it, lost focus again. Whatevs. That's a movement of a drill, not the shaft. Shaft itself, it doesn't move. Like now I'm trying to move. It may look like it moved a bit, but I think it's just a head itself. It's completely solid. Yeah, so. And you may maybe think that you don't need that, because when you drill a wood, you don't really need a high precision because there is that needle in the drill. And if you drill metal, you just do that punch hole, pinhole or whatever it's called, don't even remember. You punch it before you drill and it doesn't dance around the material. But it's not only about that, it's about longevity. Because you see, these needle bearings, they are very popular for planned obsolescence. Because in normal bearing, every bearing has some kind of lifespan. It will wear out at some point, I don't know, 3 years, let's say, 4 years. It wears out, becomes wobbly, you change the bearing, and it's back as new. With these bearings, the shaft itself becomes part of a bearing. So instead of wearing out the bearing, it wears out the shaft. And let's say in 4 years you want to change it, well, your shaft is fucked up. So you cannot do it. So if you want your drill to last, I highly advise to change bearings from needle to normal. I have a paper what kind of bearings I bought. There it is, MR1282EZ ISO. I bought 2 of them and I paid total $11.50 with delivery. I do not know if it's expensive or not. You need to check it yourself. It's probably more expensive than I could find. Basically I bought 2 because they're very small. 2 of them is about the same width as this one, so I put 2 inside. I saw that idea from other video, some Russian guy did it before me. I will put that video in the description so you also can see it if you want. Basically, I get it out with the bread. Let's say you have a bearing, it stays in the socket. Just stick the bread inside, take some kind of screw and compress it. Get more bread and keep compressing. Like, you know, take hammer, hit it, and that fluid dynamics, hydrodynamics or whatever you call it, will push out bearing. Yeah, that's that. Other than this, drill is amazing. The handle is hard to use sometimes because of the movement of the wrist, like this, you know, it's not natural. And if you need to drill a lot, the wrists start to hurt. At least it did for me. But even with all this, I would still bought it because it's an amazing machine. So many benefits with it, so easy to use. Yeah, so I'm not gonna give explanation about how it works. I assume you have seen the 100 videos on YouTube. Simply my take on it. So, change your bearings if you want it to last. Changing chuck, not important most likely. Other than that, perfect thing. See ya.